So welcome everybody. Thank you very much to Chin for being a big supporter and for the MIF conference. Forward-looking statements. I'll make some forward-looking statements in my presentation. So yeah, who are we? We have the Madsen project now. We are the newest Canadian gold mine. Over the last number of years, there has been a lot of gold mines coming into production, but in 2026, there's very few mines coming into production. And in January of this year, we went into commercial production. In last year, we did a ramp up. We started in June of last year, and we produced 20,000 ounces in 2025. And we've just hit commercial production in January, and our plan is to do 50,000 ounces in 2026. We have just really started to ramp up, and we've a lot of exciting drill results as we ramp up. And over the next number of years, we have a plan to really scale up this asset and grow the project and the company over time. We have new exciting areas, which I'll get into in the mining, and really highlight the potential of the Red Lake region and what it becomes famous for. This is the reason why, as Chin mentioned, as gold miners move from developers into production, that's where you get a real re-rating in growing bull markets. As you know, gold is at all-time high, and we had timed this perfectly to come into production at the right time. We are still under-owned and underutilized, and I'll get into that a little bit through to the history of this asset. But we have got the right approach and the right opportunity to grow this project. So we're in the Red Lake region of Ontario. I put together a company with Frank Juster around 3 years ago. We found an asset that had gone through some challenges and had gone into bankruptcy during the COVID times and during lower gold prices. There was over $500 million of money put into this asset, and we bought it for $6.5 million of revenue. So a really good buy at a low time of the market. At that stage, Frank talked about gold going to an all-time high. His record was $3,000 gold. So we've gone a little bit above that at that stage. But remember, gold, in this time when this asset operated, gold was at 1970. So it's a big difference today on the economics of this project and moving it forward. So in the gold industry, timing is everything. So getting the right asset in the low times and using that as a foundation of growth. So we bought the asset 2 years ago. We put about 90,000 meters of drilling, underground drilling into the asset. We started the mine in May of last year, and we've ramped up since then. And we've just went into commercial production in January, and our plan is to ramp up the rest of this year and produce 50,000 ounces in 2026. Again, people ask me, what happened to previous operator? And this is a highlighted slide on the technical approach. Just to give you an idea, from the top all the way down, it'll show you the understanding of the ore body. Red Lake ore bodies are very complex. They're high grade and they're veiny systems, but they are very high grade if you understand them and you understand the opportunity of them. They do need a lot of drilling. We've put over 160,000 meters of drilling into this ore body, and this is very tight spaced underground drilling. The previous operator drilled at around 20 meter spacings, but this ore body needs to be drilled at around 5 to 7 meters. So this is very, very tightly spaced drilling from underground. Basically, 2 drills have been running and will be running for the rest of the life of the mine. It needs to be a lot of definition in this ore body. But what's the opportunity really? This ore body was mined back in the 30s to the 70s. It was mined when gold was $200 an ounce, from $35 to $200 an ounce. So remember, a lot of material was left behind. And as we're going underground and doing this level of definition with higher gold prices, all the ore body is growing and it's becoming higher grade. Give you one example of what we did. We mined this area called our 4447 area. We've had some spectacular results. But from our definition drilling, from the work we've done, it's growing. It's growing in tonnage and it's growing in size and number of ounces. So this is just one example which I'll touch on a little bit. We have around the area, we have a number of other opportunities. Fork deposit is another one right beside Madsen, sitting only 400 meters away from the Madsen deposit. Again, around 40,000 to 50,000 ounces, which is a feed to our mill. The real opportunity for us is this hub and spoke model. We have the only independent mill in the region. We have a mill that can be expanded from 800 to 1,500 tons a day. And we have all these high-grade deposits around Red Lake that individually would not support a mill, but if you think of them as a complex and feeding into an overall mill, that's where you get the real scale. Fork is one of those deposits. It's only around about 50,000 ounces in that area, but we're drilling that at the moment. We're accessing it. We'll be mining that later this year into next year. So that will be another feed source for our mine. Just to give you the sort of opportunity, we are drilling down deep. Lots of opportunity to drill areas that were never touched before, could not get access to. So we're driving these drives into these areas that this is resource potential that is not even included in the resource and that will be added as we drill into these areas. Couldn't be accessed previous, so lots of high-grade areas across the deposit. Again, very, very high-grade ore body with lots of depth potential. We have, we're in that 4447 area now. 904 is another area. These are the mine plans for the rest of 26 and 27. So you'll see really where we are. There's a lot of potential down depth explore. And it goes much deeper. Our shaft, as you see there, goes down to that 8 zone. That's a very, very high-grade ore body. It's very similar to the Red Lake high-grade zone in Red Lake. But it's only down at 1,200 meters. Evolution, which has the original Red Lake, they're down at 3,000 meters. We know that this system continues. You can see the high-grade ore body as it continues down at depth. So as we look to forward, we've started the pre-feasibility, we've started the project, we're finding more gold, we're getting larger stopes, and then we have the Rowan deposit as well, another deposit which we can feed into Madsen. We have the Fork deposit, and then we have the extension. So we've got a lot of opportunity to grow this deposit and grow the production rate. Here's our market capitalization at the moment. We have a lot of cash. We currently have 50 million in our treasury. We are cash flow positive as we speak today, and we're only in ramp up. So as we get later this year in gold prices, as they continue to ramp, we have a real opportunity to grow cash on the balance sheet and grow the project. Just to give you, people ask me all the time, what is the difference between the previous operator and ourselves? The previous operator had to produce nearly 5,000 ounces of gold a month to break even. We're only at 2,000 ounces. So that will show you the real opportunity and the upside associated with West Red Lake as we build a project on. We have a lot of warrants outstanding, all in the money today. So lots of cash coming in over the next year, couple of years. They're all in the money, and some of them are due in May of this year. So lots of money to come back into the treasury as we focus. We have a good shareholder register, some good funds in place, and we have a lot of opportunity. We've grown substantially over the last number of months as we're beginning to get that re-rating. I think as people look at us and think about West Red Lake and we start to deliver as we've done, we will get that re-rating over. Some of our peers are double our market cap today for the production that we're doing and where we are. And we have been delivering to date, slow, steady pace, and we intend to continue that over the next year and onwards from that as we grow the deposit. We are doing a pre-feasibility study later this year where we'll put Rowan, Fork, and Madsen together as an overall project, and we can see a pathway to 150,000 ounces a year in Red Lake built on those areas in the Tier 1 jurisdiction. And just some of our liquidity. You can see sort of our liquidity. We have fantastic liquidity compared to our peers. We have one of the best liquidities on the TSX-V at the moment for the scale of the company. So we're very open to institutions. We've had a lot of trading on our stocks. And I'd just like to say thank you very much, and that's West Red Lake story.